Portersbury's, welcome to Science on Friday with Claire and
me,
Katie. We are going to do 3 things today. We are going to have a look at our egg experiment, find out what's happened with our eggs, and I'll tell you a funny little story about our eggs. We are going to have a look at some seeds that we planted during the week and see how they're getting on. And lastly, we're going to have some fun with some floating and sinking activities. Right, so let's get started. Okay, so eggs, Katie. Here we go. So if you remember from last week, we had we put 5 eggs in 5 different solutions. Okay, now I came down one morning and naughty stinky cat, what had he done, Katie?
Knocked over 2 of them.
He had knocked over 2 of the jars. So we had water and Diet Coke everywhere. So that was a bit messy, a bit smelly. But we've managed to save some. So, which one do you want to start with?
Which one's the vinegar? This one?
This, what, should we smell it?
Oh no.
Oh, that's the vinegar. Right. So, this is the day that we're going to find out what's actually happened with our eggs.
It's not big enough.
Is it not big enough?
No.
Oh no. Oh, we might have to go and get some different tongs. Here we go. Oh!
That wasn't going to work.
Hello, Stinky. This is the naughty cat in question. Would you like to say what you did to the science experiment? There we go, thank you. Oh, so the egg has been in vinegar for a week and it made the shell a bit funny, didn't it? I mean, that was a bit disappointing. Sometimes things are exciting, sometimes they're not. That's science. Right, which one are we going to do next? The lemon juice. Okay, do you want me to try and get it out and then you see if I can do better than last time? So this one is the lemon juice. Oopsie, can you see? Gonna hold it? And describe how the outside of it feels.
Still rough.
And look at it compared, look at the colour change. Look at that. It's completely changed colour, hasn't it? And rough.
Still a bit
Should we,
bad egg.
bit bad egg. Should we see what happens if you drop it? Oh, that's weird. That hasn't properly cracked. Look at that.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Describe what the shell's doing. Just gonna get some wet wipes. It's almost gone in. It's almost gone invisible, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's almost gone translucent. Oh, so the lemon juice one, that is pretty cool. That's almost gone see-through, white and bumpy, and the shell isn't quite as brittle. It's kind of soft.
it's easier to break.
Yeah, really easy to break. So that was our lemon juice one. Which one next? The bleach. Now the bleach one we need to wear our gloves for. Okay, because bleach can be, it's okay to, it's just be a bit irritant on your skin, I think. So it's probably a good idea, where possible, just to wear some gloves when we're touching them, just to keep ourselves safe. Ooh. How are they doing? Shall I try and get it out while you're putting those on? If you remember, the bleach was blue. It was actually bathroom cleaner, toilet cleaner bleach. But again, remember, we're comparing this to a normal egg. Okay? So it started off like this. Okay? You can probably hear that the postman has just come to the door, and Bertie really likes the postman, or not.
Quite hard to tell.
Quite hard to tell. I think he likes to say hello to him.
Wow.
Describe that one to the children of Fortesbury.
That is quite hard to describe. It's squishy, but you can only squish it to a certain amount.
So is the shell gone?
Shell's completely gone.
Shell's completely gone. Does it feel like a hard-boiled egg?
You think?
Shall I feel it? Oh! Oh my gosh! That is really, really squishy, squashy. Should we see if we can squish it till it pops?
Should we drop it?
Should we try dropping it?
That is invincible.
It's a really squishy, squashy egg. That is cool.
I'm keeping that.
You're going to keep that?
Yeah.
Don't know how long for. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Look. This was an egg in a shell that now you can squish and squash. So that one is really, really cool. Shall I put that back in the bleach? Yeah? Should we keep that like that? Because we can show that to Finn a bit later on. Oh, that's 3. And then we've got the saltwater one. Oopsie daisy, that one went splash. And again, well, slippy if nothing else. Yay, well done, Katie.
There's pretty much nothing that I've changed about that.
Nothing. What happens if you drop that?
It's gonna crack.
She's gonna crack.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice.
Should we see if the inside of it is like a normal egg?
It is.
It is. So, putting it in salt water for a week has done what to an egg?
Nothing really.
Absolutely nothing. Okay. Yeah, that shell definitely cracks. Not like the blue one, is it?
No.
Not like the blue one at all. And then finally, we've got the Diet Coke one. So that made the glass really yucky, if you can see. You can see if Katie...
Ew.
That one cracked a little bit, so it'd be interesting to see what's inside of this one. Are you ready to watch? See, Katie's going to drop it from a great height. Not too great.
No.
And, wait, she knows. And see what happens. Ready? Steady. Go! Hey! Should we have a look inside? Oh. Disappointing. Again, nothing particularly exciting happened, except the inside has gone a bit brown, but nothing particularly exciting happened to that. But that was a fun experiment, wasn't it?
Yep.
So out of that one, which ones had the best effect?
The bleach and which one's that?
The lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
And the vinegar one worked, but for the 24 hours. It didn't work for the week. So if you've got some chickens and some spare eggs at home, that is a really fun experiment to be getting on with. So I'll take my gloves off. Ready for our next thing. Thank you, Katie. Right, we got to work out where to put all of these now. Let's see if we can slide them back over there. So that was a fun one that's been going on all week, and we've been looking at them every day, so that's been great. Right, our next thing that we are going to be doing today is our eggs. cross those out, was our seeds. So do you want to come over to the seed tray? So as our topic's spring, and we've been thinking about growing, Katie and I all week have been doing another experiment here. Okay, so we've been looking at seeds and what happens as we plant them and water them. I was hoping there was going to be a little bit more compost here. So these are mustard seeds, and they start off really, really tiny. I don't know if Katie can see those. They start off dinsy wincy. You see those? And we put them with some compost, which I suspect the cat has probably knocked over, onto a little one of these. So I filled those up with compost and put the seeds in. Now these are ones I did last night, so I don't know if you can see, they've started to get a little bit fatter. So they start off really, really tiny, right on the edge of my finger. That's it, thanks Katie. And we put a bit of water in them and they get a little bit bigger. So that was yesterday's, okay? And then Katie, what's happened to these ones? If I show, can you see?
Looks like they've got feathers in them.
It's like they've got feathers in them. So this one was only done 2 days ago, and the seeds got bigger and bigger. And do you know what it's called when the seeds start to grow? Do you know what that's called? I'm going to bring this over here. Look.
No.
It's called it's a hard word actually. Right, I'm going to try and turn the video round. There we go. It's called germinate. So they start to germinate. So after they have germinated, do you want to do the next one? That's it. They've started to, what's happened in this one?
They've started growing up.
Yeah, so they've germinated and they've started to grow. So from that tiny, tiny, tiny little seed, in just 3 days, it's gone from that to this. And then in 4 days, Katie's about to show you the next one, that's perfect. In 4 days, look, they started to grow even bigger. And I don't know if you can see, they're still not quite ready to eat, I'd say. So just in 4 days, they've gone from that tiny seed to this one. And then in 5 days, they have, what's happened here?
They have fully grown.
They've fully grown, and that almost looks like they're good enough to eat, doesn't it? Now I'm going to, if you hold that really still, I'm going to go straight in there, because I think you can still see the seeds from which they have come out of. There we go. And it's really interesting because all around us at the moment, we are seeing tiny seeds start to germinate. So you might see them in your garden. You might see them when you're out on your walk. They might be flowers. They might be fruit. They could be all sorts of things. So have a look at all of the little seeds around. Have a look at all the little flowers coming up. And see if you can remember that big word, germinate. Okay? So we'll carry on with that experiment as well. And hopefully by next week I will have some mustard and cress to put in my salads. Okay? Thank you very much for that. And now let's go back to us for a second. And now for our next experiment. So it might be fun at home, whether you get sunflower seeds, whether you get mustard and cress, that's great because that grows so quickly, really, really effective. To just try that and grow, because the children can literally see it day by day growing, and it's really, interesting, motivating, quite low energy for quite big rewards, which we like. Right, there we go. So, have you got ready your floating cards and your sinking cards? Okay, hopefully you have. If you haven't, don't worry. If you're watching and you want to join in, please do, and get your mums or dads to put a little emoji on if you think it's going to float. You can put a smiley one on if you think it's, or a thumbs up, and thumbs down. Okay, so these are some things that we found. Can I have that as well? On our woodland walk. There we go. So as you know, we have got Bertie, haven't we?
Yep.
And what do we have to do with Bertie every day?
Walk him.
Walk him a lot. So while we're walking him, we have been picking up some things. So let's have a look and see if they're going to sink or they're going to float. What do you think? Here we go. Right. So first of all, we've got a feather. A feather. What do you think, Katie? Is it going to float or is it going to sink?
Float.
You think it's going to float. Should we try it? Yay! Okay, I'm going to switch the camera again. Oh no, I'm not. There we go. It's floating. Brilliant. Should we do the next one? The thumbs up. How about the next one? Let's have a look.
I'm doing a big leaf.
We're going to do a big leaf. Okay, is that going to float or is that going to float or is it going to sink? What do you think, Katie?
I'm not quite sure.
Float or sink? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Pop it in and let's see. It floats. It floats. Brilliant. Okay, next one, Katie.
Little stone.
A stone. Is it going to float or is it going to sink?
I think sink.
Katie thinks sink. Is she right? Is she right? Yay! Well done, Katie. And the next one. And the next one. What should we do next? Oh, that looks exciting. You see that little acorn? The acorn's actually come out of it, hasn't it? Yeah. Like a cup for the fairies. Is it going to float or is it going to sink? What do you think?
No idea.
She's got no idea. What do we think? Float or sink? It's gonna... Hey, well done. We've got somebody has got that right in our comments. Thank you very much, Debbie. That one, did it float or sink?
Float.
Yeah, that one floated. Cool. Should we start leaving them in? Okay, Katie, what's your next choice?
It's a big one.
It's a big log. Is it going to float or sink?
I'm thinking sink.
Katie's thinking sink. What do we think? We think float. We've got people saying it's going to sink. Ready, go.
It floats.
Oh, no! We were wrong. That one's a surprise, isn't it? That one actually floats. Right, next one. What are you going to choose next?
A holly.
A holly leaf. Okay, is it going to float or sink?
I'm thinking float.
Thinking float. Yep, we've got a mum thinking float. You're all right. Well done. Okay, what's our next one? After this one, can we use some blue ones? Okay, right, we've got a piece of bark going in. Is it going to float? Or is it going to sink? What do you think?
I don't know.
Join in.
we have a look?
Have we got anybody going to say float or sink? I think it's going to float. Yay! Brilliant. Now if we take some from over there. Now also on our woodland walk, we've been seeing lots of beautiful colour flowers and things. So look at Stinky Cat. He's so naughty. Right, Stinky. We'll see if you'll float or sink. Right. Do we think the bluebell is going to float? Yes, a thumbs up. No, a thumbs down. Yes. Okay, let's have a look. Yay! The bluebell floats. Can we have the yellow one too? The bluebell floats. We found lots and lots of lovely blossom on our walk as well. We'll do one more. Which one should we do? Oh, look, she says, decisions. Let's do the blossom. Is it going to float or is it going to sink?
I'm thinking float.
Yep.
Anyone else?
No, they're saying float. Yay! There we go. So I just wanted to show you as well, that was a really good fun game. So it can turn your walks, whether you're out in your garden, whether you can actually go for a walk, can even do it around the house. But you've got your floating and sinking, and just make a game of it. The other thing that we thought that you could do from your walks is just collect stuff. This is all stuff that we found on the ground. And then you can let's see if I can do this really quickly. We can make some pictures out of it as well. So, what's Katie? Oh, look, Katie's made a lovely little stick man there. Okay, and a feather for a hat, maybe a handbag. So you can just have so much stuff with the things that you find around you. Loads of colours. You could come back. You could use the colours to inspire your painting. You could paint over things, round things. You could glue this to some paper. There's really a lot of fun that you can have with the things that you find around you in springtime. So that's it for today. Let's go back to Katie and I. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we have inspired you a little bit further with some more ideas. I know that mums and dads, kids, mums and dads sometimes run out of ideas, and it's great for us to share them because these parents get bored if we don't keep them busy. True? True. Okay, so these are great ideas for your mums and dads to keep you and them busy. Okay, we will see you all next week on our Friday Live. I'd be interested to know if you'd like science next week or if you would like us to do VE days. So if you can comment in the box, then let me know if you want us to do a VE day demonstration, or you would like science as well. So I've got lots of good ideas for science, but we can always move those to the following week if we want to celebrate VE Day. All right then, take care for now and enjoy your spring walks, enjoy your games, enjoy your art, enjoy your experiments. Science is all around us and it is great fun to be part of. All right then, bye. Say bye, Katie.
Bye.